Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. Even got the t-shirt on, although I am doing work in the garden. Eye's getting better. For those wondering what the hell's up with that eye, at the time of recording this, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks today, fell over, I assume, got knocked out for 30 minutes, blood all down me, bit of a state, and it's recovering. I've got literally a week and a half now for it to recover a bit more for the wedding. So no, got this from Home Bargains. It's from Upslope Brewing Company in Boulder, Colorado. Home Bargains is becoming, and you know, supermarkets, we either like or dislike them for lots of reasons, but nobody in the UK is importing in a big scale USA craft beer. So I actually really happy that they're doing it. So Citra Pale Ale, there we go. Floral, juicy, brilliant. That's what it says. Ingredients: snow melt, snow melt. I never even heard of that. Snow melt. It's got malt in it anyway. Malt, citra hops, and yeast. Specs: handcrafted, aluminium can, portable, recyclable, good. It's 5% ABV. 5.8%. Good thing I got the old magnifying glass out there. So let's give it a pour. See how it's cooking. And might be a bit of an upturn in beer reviews because I've got a few beers on the way. I bought 6 today, but I've got some on the way. So bit of an upturn. Maybe 2 beer reviews a day instead of the standard 1 at the moment, and sometimes not even 1. So Citra Pale Ale. The funny thing is with this, I've done a Citra Pale Ale from all grain, and it was thick, hazy, orange. So it's amazing that from America, that's pretty much crystal clear. Slight haze, but enough clear. White head on there, and I would have expected it actually to be more of a craft beer rather than what looks like a trad beer. Interesting. On the nose, touch of citrus on the nose, and again, it's not as I probably thought it may have been more in your face. That's not to say it's a bad thing, don't get me wrong. It's you interpret what's going to come, and it's something different. Oh. Cheers everyone, it's good to be back reviewing. Hey, gardening, beer reviewing, getting the garden ship shape. Nothing worse for a gardener or for anybody who does a certain job to come home and if you're a cleaner and you come home in your house as a whole, you know, or in any job, you know, you're an electrician and you've got lights hanging out and you know, it just bugs you. And obviously 2 weeks ago this happened, so I've not touched the garden for a minimum of 3 weeks, and it's nice to have a bit of a later night and blast it. I've only got a week on Friday, today is Sunday, so basically 12 days left for my wedding. So this is my chance to win good, and you know, crack on. Tasting nice. Yeah, it's going down a treat. In UK terms, I'd class this as more trad in a can, but trad. I know different parts of the world, crad and draft. It's amazing because I've seen beer that's a craft beer but in a bottle, and when you pour it, it looks more like what you would assume to be a trad. It's bonkers. It really is bonkers, the world of beer at times. But obviously, looking at that, you would say that is more trad. It's still tasting good, you know, it's certainly floating the old raggy boat, as it were. Oh, it's just what I needed. we've got the group that we called the Happy Drinkers. We've not met up this weekend because son's birthday yesterday, and today again. You know, money I suppose is a lot of things. You know, you just literally can't do everything. Simple as that. And for 2 days they've been posting pictures of beer at the pub, and I'm not in the pub, and it's like I've got mates across everywhere all posting beers, all at pubs, and it's like, oh, that's great. Oh dear, dear, dear. And over the next week and a half, I'm literally working a lot of hours. Normal hours, work hours, but on top of work hours, doing gardens, bring that cash in, as you do. It's also our wedding anniversary, 25-year wedding anniversary, 3 days before. Really new, our wedding vows. And we're going out for a meal, so I'm paying for that. That's on me. A brand new pub, craft beer bar, Lincoln Green's first ever craft beer bar. I think they're doing it the right way. They're turning what was a big pub, split it in half, having a cask beer side and then having a craft beer side with seating and for food and beer matching for the food. Whether the beer matching will work, that'll be interesting, because gotta be honest, I'll drink what I like. I don't want to be told I've got to have that beer with that food. But I suppose for those who want to go on that sort of experience, then yes, that is a good thing. So this is hitting home absolutely pristine. First ever beer from Upslope Brewing Company out of Colorado. And the funny thing is, I was in America 2013, and the only what you would call a craft beer that was in supermarkets was Blue Moon, and there was an agave flavoured one, and there was an old aisle with Budweiser, an old aisle, I kid you not, a whole bloody aisle of Budweiser, about 10 different versions of Budweiser, none that I've seen over here, some of them, and it's like, it's lager. It's not like a, you know, different stouts and stuff. It's a fucking lager. you need an aisle of Budweiser. What's going on? And that was Walmart. Then again, in Walmart you can buy guns, which is for somebody in the UK to go there, and you're walking past and there's guns for sale, and it's like, fuck's this? You know, and, fucking walking in a supermarket, get yourself a gun. Yeah. And it does kind of make you chuckle when you see certain things, you know, it does. And well, obviously I come from quite a rough area of Nottingham. Our rough and some of America's rough, different kettles of fish. You know what I mean? You smell what the rag's cooking. But yeah, I mean, there are parts of the UK that are super rough as well. Don't get me wrong. You know, parts where you wouldn't be. You keep away from. But and that's the same in Northern Ireland as well. There are parts of Northern Ireland, especially if you're, you know, what your religious thing is, and you know, it's. I mean, I'm not religious in any way, shape, or form, and I only care for people who what they are and how they talk to you. Religion, colour, sexuality, none of that means an iota to me. Yeah, good and bad. That's my judging point. Good people, bad people. But some people are bad, but they're actually good. And some people are good, but really? Yes, so anyway, a little pondering thought there. The pondering man, eh? So, like I say, crystal clear, golden looking ball, little white head. I would class it as a more trad pale ale. What would you? You know, always interesting to hear people's comments, and it's getting that, you know, getting everyone talking. It's what internet's about. But fair play, super refreshing, super easy drinking. Out of 5 for me. Would I drink it again? Yes. Will I ever see it again? Probably not. It is actually in Home Bargains at this moment, on this Sunday, July the 2nd. Yeah, out of 5, good 4.3 out of 5. There you go. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Cheers all.